What is up, everybody? Welcome to what is kind of like an emergency session for us. We're doing this on a Sunday night. We normally don't do Sunday nights. We kind of leave that up to, no laying up because obviously they're one of the best at it. But there was a lot going on in Vegas this week. The Super Bowl just wrapped up. We can't say congratulations to the team that won because we don't like the team that won, especially the fact that they won in our house. So that's all we'll have to say about that.
But if you like them and that's your team, congrats to you. But we don't like that you get a congrats.
100% what Joe just said. 100%. The LIV Golf League was in town. I was out there a lot. These guys came out a couple days each and saw it. We got a lot to talk about that. The PGA Tour wrapped up the waste management or the wasted management or the trash open. Charlie Hoffman was this close to winning his, sponsored event. Came down a couple playoff holes. It's funny, I talk shit about LIV for doing the same hole over and over again, and then the PGA Tour comes out and does the same hole over and over again. I don't get it. But and then the last big bit of news, which it's all going to start tomorrow, which is kind of shitty for us because normally we do Tuesday nights, but Tiger is back starting tomorrow, and I'm sure he'll be on the grounds at Riviera. And the fucking golf world is going to go nuts about a Andy Reid frozen mustache logo and some red clothes. So it's supposed to be in conjunction with TaylorMade. So everybody's curious. I don't think a lot of people know exactly what the hell is going to go on with this. So it's going to be great news. But how are you guys doing this evening? Thank you so much for doing this tonight. This is how much love I have for these fellas. I got something going on tomorrow night, and then my daughter Emma is turning 18 on Tuesday, so it's kind of a special day for us. So we got some family stuff planned, and I asked these guys, "Hey, you want to do it Sunday night?" And they all said, "Hell yeah, let's do it." So,
well, Katie's birthday and my mom's birthday is tomorrow. So,
oh wow,
yeah,
nice, happy birthday, Kate.
Happy birthday to the ladies in your life.
Yeah, golf wife birthdays. So how you guys, how y'all feeling right now? I know, Joe, you've been busy working.
Yeah. I'm glad the Super Bowl's over. It's been a freaking nightmare out here. I mean, everybody driving, all the ridiculous equipment being used and labor and all the shortages of people. Like, it's just, I'm happy it's done now.
Dude, it's like Vegas just went with F1 gone, the Super Bowl gone.
Yeah.
Now we can just take a breath right before NC2A picks back up and it goes crazy again for a few weeks. But
yeah, it's been a madhouse.
Big breath right now coming out of the Vegas community because, wow, I mean, we were out and
There's
about.
Nothing else, right? There's nothing else, right? That's it. Until
Dan,
November.
you know anything else? Just some basketball
concrete
tournaments.
convention or something.
Well, those been here for a long time. I mean, Magic loaded in this past weekend or is loading in, but man, it's been for people that are in events, it's been a hectic ride. So glad it's over. Glad we get a break.
Hats off to all you guys that behind the scenes that get absolutely zero credit for the amazing things that take place in this town. So
yeah.
All right, let's get right into LIV Golf. I want to get right into it, and your guys out there listening to this, perception of us with LIV may be that these guys hate it. And rightfully so for some of the things that we have said. Not going to lie. There's a bunch of things I do not like about LIV. But we got to see it firsthand. And I think I can speak for everybody and say our opinions were vastly changed.
Yeah.
Right? Would you say?
Yeah.
Jeremy, would you agree with that?
Yeah. I've had time to think. I've had time to reflect.
Ooh, okay. All right. So
yeah.
What I'd like to do is, because I think we all agree the TV product still sucks. It's just not up to par with what we're used to seeing. And that's the problem. We're comparing it to what we see as far as an established organization that's been putting on golf tournaments for decades to something that just started 2 years ago. So there's definitely a gap, and so we're overly critical because, hey, this isn't what we're used to seeing. So make it like how we like it, or we're not going to watch. That's kind of an ignorant stance.
I would somewhat disagree there.
Okay.
Because in some ways it is better. Less commercials.
True. Yep.
I think with the live product on TV, it's very hard for us in the States because the broadcast announcing portion is so heavily feels DP World Tour. It feels too European to us.
Yep.
Now people in Europe might love it because it feels more like what they're used to. The pylon takes up too much space on the broadcast, I think.
And stop calling it a pylon. That's what it's called, a leaderboard.
It's a totem pole, okay?
Yeah, it's a totem pole. I think with the broadcast, it gets it gets confusing because you don't know where people started, you don't know actually what hole they're on, and you don't know where they're going, you don't know who they're behind. That's the tough part, and there's probably no resolution to that with it being a shotgun start. But I think one thing that they could do is, and they might not want to because maybe Europe is their audience, but those announcers are hard to listen to for us in the States. Now, they put the actual broadcast itself and the switching and the technical ability of what they put out is fantastic. Like, it's well done. It's very well done, but it's hard to watch for me personally because I'm not a huge fan of those European style announcers. Farady's still great. Always love Faraday. He's still good. I enjoy listening to him, but
yeah,
it's hard to watch because of that aspect. And because I don't know where people actually are on the golf course or where they sit or how many holes they have left. And, it confuses me.
It is a little, I want to say it real quick. Hey, there's some people chiming in on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for doing that. I wasn't going to do this one on Instagram because I kind of want to get everybody used to us being on YouTube. The interaction of the show is so much better if you go to YouTube. So please go to YouTube. We can share your comments on the screen. You can get a little Q&A going if you have them. Instagram, it scrolls really quickly, and sometimes we miss some things. So if you can, close your Instagram right now, head over to YouTube, find our channel, come in, join the chat there, and we'll get your comments, share them on the screen so everybody can see them. But yeah, sorry about that, Joe. Yeah, that's one of the things that with the shotgun, and it's kind of weird how it's all spread out because you have to look at, okay, they're starting on 12, and what made it worse was they flipped the 9s on the course.
Yeah,
so
that's
what we're used to is like,
sure, yeah.
okay, they're starting on 12, which is actually 3, and then there's this group behind them, and I'm on 9, or I'm on 7, which is 16, and it's made it
par 5, but they're playing as a 4.
As a 4, it was really hard to know where. I didn't see Phil Mickelson hit one golf shot on the golf course, and I was there every day. And the first day,
I will say one thing really cool. My interaction with Phil, because I was there on Wednesday, which was media only for the Pro-Am. And I saw him taking practice swings, warming up next to the Dean Martin statue. And he was just right next to Dean, just taking practice swings. And I rolled up to him. I was like, that was really cool to see next to Dean. And he was like, yeah. And he just gave me one of these guys, baby. But it was cool. It was real cool.
We're Nish and Chris, two very amateur golfers on a quest to play the top 100 courses in the UK and Ireland, after Chris set this challenge on a drunken Saturday night in my kitchen. Join us on our frequently humorous journey of a lifetime as we grapple with the logistical and financial challenge of playing some of the best courses in the world, as well as grappling with our games, because let's face it, it's never just about playing. Sometimes the score matters too. Listen to the Top 110 Golf Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, right there. See? Check this out. See? Now I'm here on YouTube. Thank you, Golfing with Dad. Appreciate that.
Thanks, D-Man.
Yeah. So Scales was on IG, and he was asking how was the noise. And it is golf, but louder in every sense of the word.
Some areas.
Yeah. Well, Dan and I were on the 18th fairway yesterday when they finished it, and there wasn't a music note to be heard when they were on that final green. It was
really,
it was quiet. Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely. So once I think what helped with that too was because John Rahm is an incredibly slow player. They were 20 minutes
They
behind.
ran out of music. The playlist ended.
everybody was off the course, and so they're like, what do we need to keep playing music for? And they just turned everything off. Yeah, he is they were 20 minutes behind. Even Norman said it on the broadcast. He goes, because they were 15, and then when Bryson got his relief on the last hole, he's like, oh, let's just bump that up to 20 now. So
Wow. Norman even said it, huh? That's what 350 million get you. A little slower.
Well, Dan and I noticed too, because we were hanging out at the party hole for a little bit. I hate that name. It just doesn't seem right. Entertainment hole. I don't know. It's too close to glory hole.
Not better.
And we left. So we left there, walked down. I'm going to say what the holes are to us so we know. We left 17, walked down 16. There was nobody on 4. There was nobody on 5, the par 3. And there was a group hitting their approach shots on 6. It was like, or on 15. And I was like, where the hell is everybody? I mean, there was a massive gap. And then as we were walking to the turn shack there on the 3rd hole, the crowd just started coming in because that was the final group. And so we've watched them the rest of the round. But I mean, massive gaps in play. We were sitting there because we watched.
The pros are no different.
Yeah, we watched them come through on 9, the 18th hole. We were all there, and then Dan and I went up to the party hole, and I mean there was maybe a 10-minute gap before we saw some golfers, and then we just saw one group hit, and we were there a good 20 minutes, 20 30 minutes, yeah, and just saw one group, and they had the signs up forever, coming soon, and we left, and we're like, where are these guys? So I don't know if they care about that, or because they had such a premium lead group, with DeChambeau, Rahm, and DJ, they just, who gives a shit? We'll focus on these guys.
Yeah, I will say that the live product in person was probably better than a PGA Tour event, but I did mention to Dan, I was like, the leaderboard looks stacked. It looks really good, compared to Waste Management currently. And Dan, as smart as he is, the brilliant mind that he has, he was like, well, these are the guys you're going to see every single week. With PGA Tour, it could be who fucking knows.
Yep.
So, and that kind of sucks, right? Because like one reason I didn't want the Chiefs to win is because I've seen them there the past 5 fucking years. I don't want to see them win again. And I was telling Katie, if I watched golf when Tiger was winning all the time, I probably wouldn't have liked him as much as I do now, because I want to see different people winning. Obviously there's greatness there. It's fantastic. Like, that's sports, and they are on the top of the totem pole, or the pylon, whatever you want to call it. But
I don't want to call it that.
What I'm saying is like, I want to see different people achieve the top of the mountain, and we're going to see those players all the time up there. How many players do they have? 64, something like that. So obviously the cream is going to rise to the top, and we're going to see that happen all the time. So,
and the other thing too, I mean, it's put together very well. The venue, there is team names everywhere. It's really focused on the team. But I don't think the golf is focused on the team. We were watching the guys come down the stretch, and DJ was coming back into the fold, and there was 6 guys at 10 under at one point, and I didn't hear. I mean, and I was listening. I had the ears. I was listening for anybody to say, "Ooh, how's the team standings?" Nobody gave a shit.
I did see one guy.
You did?
Me and Dan were standing next to each other, and I said, Dan, he just walked by and he said, "Oh, my aces are winning." And I was like, wow.
Okay. There's one guy.
Interesting.
Was it the DJ fanboy guy?
That guy was hilarious.
I didn't catch a good look at him. I just heard him say it. He's like, "Oh, my aces are winning." Was that guy talking WNBA or golf tournament?
On a tape delay. He's watching the
I thought they already
WNBA
won.
on tape delay. Yeah, the DJ fanboy was that guy was something else. You guys missed it.
Yeah.
The ball that Rom shanked on the par 5, 15. The ball comes over and he's standing there like this. It's safe.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
he was like into it. Like they were waiting for his reaction.
Yeah, maybe he's a relative.
There's
Yeah, well,
there's passionate people, spectators out there though.
yeah. Dad and I were walking by him, and because I told him, I go, I wonder if that's like his dad or an uncle or brother, because he's got the tall 6'4", big, features on his face like DJ's got. And Dad's walked by, he's like, Mr. Johnson, excuse me, Mr. Johnson, and he didn't turn around, so that kind of debunked that theory.
Yeah.
But so this was my question: if they didn't have the team aspect that they have all over the place, what would the event look like? If there wasn't gleeks and smashers and ripper signs everywhere
Yeah.
and merchandise that they're selling just team merchandise, there's no individual,
Well, I think
you're not
they're
pushing for
really-
anything.
They're really pushing the team aspect hard, right? Because they're riding on the backs of like NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL, right? Because franchises are profitable, and there's trades, and we witnessed trades during the off season. Like people left teams, people moved to this team, it's a better fit, whatever the case may be. But I don't think it hits very well. I think more people were excited to see DJ win than the Four Aces captain win. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it was cool to see John Rahm come out in his first event and win as a team, but he didn't win the event. So
Uh-oh.
I mentioned this to you guys. I think the team aspect should not be every event. I think it should be as a team, you get 2 players that qualify, and then it's like a bracket style, and then that team wins the. I think there's other ways that they can do it to make it more exciting and better.
I don't get the team side of it. Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, the team thing part of it is kind of weird. I think Joe's right. When people go there, they're there to watch the golfers individually. I don't think everybody's just rallied around the teams right now. I think. Well, how much do they get paid for winning the team event?
I think like 500K. Is that right per player?
I don't know.
For the
Jeremy, look
team
that up
win?
real quick. See what it
I
shows
think
for a team win.
That's what it is.
So I think that's cool that you can make more money in the bonus, if your team plays well, but it's definitely overshadowed by individual play. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of the team thing. I think it's very cheesy. The team names, the logos, and again, it's just me. If you're into that, more power to you. But yeah, I'm not. Maybe just because it's so new, and the only team thing I'm used to is like Ryder Cup and President's Cup, which happens every 2 years. But yeah, it's kind of. I don't know. It's like I was talking to Jay about it this morning. It's a little, and I hate the word, but it's a little cringy to me.
It's a lot cringy.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I think they're gonna struggle converting everybody in America, maybe the European side of it, and Australia, and Korea, or where all the places are going in Europe will be a little bit more excited about it. I don't know. I don't feel it. I don't feel the players care about it. I think, honestly, as laid back and chill as Brooks Koepka is, they probably had to call him back to come get the team trophy, because I'm sure he was like, I'm out of here. I don't know. It just I didn't get a team aspect from the players. Listening to their interactions, listening to the interviews, I didn't see it. But
Yeah,
they are
went
marketing
750.
750,000.
Well, they split 3 million.
3 million.
So yeah.
That's a good chunk of change for not winning.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So if DJ won and his aces won, so that means on top of what did he win? 4.7. So on top of that, he won another 750.
No,
If
they
his team
didn't win. The Brooks Koepka's team won the team event.
Okay.
and it was by what, 6 strokes,
Yeah, it
five,
was,
six
it was a
strokes.
lot.
Yeah. So I mean,
It
it
was a
did.
lot.
Yeah. So I mean,
Or
it
more,
did.
yeah.
The team thing was settled before they even teed off on the par 3, because there
I
was no
gotcha.
even if DJ, because the other guys were done, even if
Yeah.
he birdied out, it wouldn't have mattered.
Gotcha.
So, and I don't know. I just, like I said, hey Favs, go to YouTube. You're on there. Joe's back. He's got some internet issues, so he'll be back in a minute. So, but they're marketing the hell out of the teams, and that was predominant in the merchandise store that they set up. What were you guys' thoughts on that? Because I got one thing that I'm hypercritical on.
So I didn't see any brand. I mean, other than the hats, there was like New Era hats and stuff, but I didn't see like in their clothing any brand like that I would know, or it was all like
None.
branded LIV. So like, who knows what it is? And it was super expensive. Like, I was gonna buy Zevi a hoodie, but it was $100 for a kid's hoodie.
That he's going to outgrow in 2 years.
That's pretty steep. I mean, even, there's only certain brands you spend that much money and you know what you're going to get for a hoodie for $100. So maybe I'm cheap, but that was surprising. They had a crap load of stuff though. Like they had all kinds of shirts and different designs. They had all the teams and hats and head covers and jackets and whatever, but it was pretty expensive. And it was, again, mostly focused on teams. Like, it was kind of hard to find just a LIV shirt or a LIV hat. It was all
if
team
you're
stuff.
if you're a fan of John Rahm, the only way that you can showcase that is by buying some Legion 13 gear.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, what are you confused with? Are you confused with our show or what's going on with LIV? I want to clarify that. So, and I mean, if you're a fan of DJ, the only way you can, acknowledge you're a fan is by repping some 4 Aces stuff.
Yeah, but how do you do that at a PGA Tour event?
I don't know.
If you're a fan of
you hit on my beef though. $100 for a lightweight hoodie.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I was going to buy Theo a sweater, just like Jeremy
Joe
mentioned.
Is calling from the future.
What? I'm sound
you're
echo
all,
chamber.
Oh, you're all scrambled up.
All right. Let me go to
the
my
Matrix
hotspot.
Okay. But yeah, a lightweight hoodie was $100. A hat was $50. And then you get, all the shirts were like very Euro with the 4-inch sleeve. The one thing that had Vegas LIV on it looks like it got done at a 7-Eleven screen printing store. It was super see-through, and it looked like the second you washed it, it was going to shrink up to about this size with nothing but a million wrinkles in it. And they wanted, I think it was $40 for that. And I'm like, man, here is, you're paying guys, $300 million to come play golf. You're paying this guy $200 million. You're paying out these massive payouts to these players. You want to grow a fan experience and you want to grow a team aspect? Sell a $20 t-shirt, sell a $40 hoodie, sell a $50 polo. Don't jack it up to $100. You've got the money to invest in the stuff, buy mass quantities, reduce the price, and put out I'm not spending $100 on a pullover. It was camo and it was sick and I would have wore it, but I was like, I can't do that. It was tough for me. I think they could have really changed how they're selling their goods to people.
Yeah.
The biggest beef for me though on pricing was kids stuff. Like,
that was
totally
ridiculous.
The kids thing was obscene.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand like paying $40, $50 for a hat for me or a jacket or whatever, but no one's gonna buy their kids stuff there, especially if they have 2 or 3 kids. They're gonna drop $400 on shirts and a hat for kids.
Yeah, I wanted to buy Theo a hoodie because I like seeing Theo in hoodies, but which is why I bought a hat, because we took our kids there, and $35 was fairly reasonable for a New Era hat, right? In a youth size, because I bought him New Era hats in youth size, and they're $30, so didn't feel dramatic. But the hoodie, like that blew my mind.
That was absurd.
I was like,
They was on a $50 umbrella that was a super Target
get out of
special.
here.
I mean, it was terrible. We're having all kinds of little technical glitches tonight. I apologize.
The
Super Bowl. There's too
all
many
the
people
bandwidth
here.
in Vegas is used.
Oh
up right now.
yeah, everybody's. You know what? Everybody's at the Henderson Airport right now trying to get the hell out of Vegas, and it's causing.
Everybody's tracking Taylor Swift's AirTag.
Oh my god. Are you kind of glad
I'm
that
so
whole
glad it's
nonsense is
for
over?
that reason.
Good lord.
I was waiting for a Travis Kelce proposal.
Right?
No,
Be like, I know I got a Super Bowl ring, but here's a ring for you.
Here's a ring for you.
we were watching, and
We got
Katie
a
was
party.
downstairs. She was making dinner for Theo, and she came up, saw that they won. She's like, "What happened?" I was like, "Kelsey did not score the winning touchdown." So, just, you know, it's crazy how many people got invested into it. I guarantee you, Taylor Swift performs. Oh, the halftime show was trash.
Oh, okay, good. I was going to ask you what you thought, being
Terrible.
you know.
I mean, it started
Why?
out very trash, and it got a little bit better, but
Oh, Dan's chiming in. DJ mentioned he didn't really play or practice during the off season. He's an athlete.
that guy showed
No.
up, I swear, 20 minutes before his pro-am event.
Yeah. And
I was watching. I was like, "Where's DJ?"
you know, it was fun. We were, before they started out for the final round, we were sitting there watching John Rahm. Dan and I were watching John Rahm hit shots out of the bunker, and Vic was there too, Vic Sanchez. Oh my God. Oh my God. The talent that these guys have, it's absolutely ridiculous. He was hitting out of the bunker to the close pin. That's like one bounce check stop, you know, and he hit like 3 of them. And then he hit one long all the way across to the other side, like on the far side of the practice green. Bounce check stop, you know, and you could hear the crowd go, whoa, you know, and everybody was like, holy crap, I can't believe he did that. And then he hit another one to a mid pin, and then he ran one really low, just like really just covered the lip of the bunker, ran it all the way down, and came to within like 2 feet of the hole. And then he finished it off by hitting one left-handed only that checked and stopped right next to the cup, and everyone's like, that's
I think
cheating.
that was one thing that was really cool about LIV is like the access, how close you can get to the players to see them actually play.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I don't know if that's because it's not big enough yet, or if it's designed that way, or what. But it was really cool. The live product was really good. You know,
Yeah,
I would if I was given the choice, go attend an event in person between LIV and PGA. I'd probably go to the LIV event.
in Vegas here right now, you're
Yeah,
gonna
totally.
see better players. Now, if we, you know, we're like the Memorial or Bay Hill or
Right.
Torrey Pines, where you're gonna get a solid stacked field. I'm sorry, I'm gonna.
And this is all
to
new
that.
too. Like these are, I mean, a lot of the players on LIV they've been around a while. So PGA is currently cultivating a new roster in a way. So
Hmm.
that could change by Memorial, totally.
Yeah,
So who knows what happens?
yeah. It was. I had on Thursday when Bryson was walking between the par 5 and par 3 on the front between 7 and 8 or 6 and 7. I kind of met him as he was walking the cart path, and I'm walking right next to him, and I was saying to myself, I'm like, this will never happen on the PGA Tour. You will never walk shoulder to shoulder with a player. And so I just started chatting with him, and I say, hey, you know, I want to say I appreciate what you do on social. You know, a lot of people give you shit, and you're always in good spirits. You're always having fun. We poke a lot of fun at you, and you've always come back, you know, with, you know, fun, engaging conversation. And he goes, you know, just trying to grow the game. And I immediately went, fuck, I'm so sick of hearing you guys with, you know, read the cue card, grow the game. You know, and I kind of just didn't want to, I kind of wanted to not even talk to him after that. Cause I was like, you know, here's a chance for you to engage with a critic, you know? And I said, you know, we haven't been the biggest fans of LIV, but we wanted to come out and check it out for ourselves. And he said, you know, we're doing this for the right reasons. I know a lot of people don't think we are, but we are. And please just stay tuned because really good things are coming. Really good things are coming. And so that was the extent of our conversation. And I mean, it was decent.
Who said that again?
Bryson.
Okay.
Bryson. So, but growing the game. Stop growing the game. We don't need to grow the game.
I hate that excuse.
It's such a shitty excuse.
For all of it. For PGA, for LIV, for YouTube. I hate that. I hate that thing. I hate that excuse for all these people.
It's bad. I don't know who likes. I don't know who is responding to that going, yeah. If just they would just grow the game, it would be so much better. It might just come down
to where like golf was in a bad spot a while ago, and I think we need to grow the game. That's probably where it like started, and now it's like it's grown, but we're gonna continue to say it. Like
somebody agrees with you. Yeah, halftime sucked.
Yeah, it did, Derek. Yeah. I know.
How much do you think? Sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
No, go.
Please, Jeremy has something to say. Shh.
Yeah. So how much do you think pro level golf has like influences the rest of the game?
I don't think it influences it at all anymore.
You don't think so?
No.
You think if
I think
PGA Tour was down in the dumps and there wasn't LIV and there wasn't a lot of high profile players coming up, you don't think that would have an effect on golf courses being built and stuff like that?
No, I don't think it has as much of an effect as it used to, because I think the influencer market and YouTube golf has so much more influence on the game than any PGA or LIV event will ever have. I mean, Good put on a event on Peacock, NBC Peacock, and they played grass clippings in Tempe, Arizona. I watched the whole thing for the most part, and they had a ton of people out there. Like, I don't think that the draw anymore is the professional golfer. I think the draw is the influencer of golf. And that's with everything. That's clothes, that's food, that's everything.
Yep.
And it's just changed. It's different.
It's this era that we're living in now that,
Totally.
I mean, Paige was in town for the Sports Illustrated Invitational at TPC Vegas. Cyrus was out there playing in that. Max Crosby was out there. Manolo and Jimmy Tropicana were out there. They were bringing in a bunch of different influencers. Psycho Bunny was a sponsor, which, hey, I love their stuff, but $100 t-shirts, not a fan. And he said that she was there. They had Michael Buffer do the little announcements, and then he didn't see her again. And then
well, she was on the tee for the golf club adjacent thing where they talk shit.
Yeah. So he was actually out at LIV. Jake, I think is his name. And so I chatted with him and I said, hey, you guys were out at the TPC thing. How was that? He goes, it was good. It was good. I said, yeah, I heard Paige was there and then bounced. And he goes, she came for our tee box for a couple and then we didn't see her. So, but that's it. Hey,
it's all an audio. It's a clip on Instagram or a clip on TikTok. That's what it is now.
Yep.
Like, we went to see TJ Miller over at Wise Guys, which was a great show. It was really fun. It was funny. He was really good. And if you like comedy, I suggest going to Wise Guys Comedy Club. Really good. But he had a camera guy off to the side, like just waiting for that moment. You catch that moment and you're
good.
It's all it takes.
Yes. Yep. Shrink the game. We agree 100%. Yeah, they're paying her some probably stupid amount, probably putting her up at the Marriott or someplace close to the Super Bowl, because I'm sure she went to that. And I mean, it's wild how quickly the influencer. Have you seen the chaos going on with the high school tennis girl that looks like Brock Purdy? Have you seen that chaos?
No, did she lose her match?
This is the life of having two teenage girls and a wife that
did she lose the tennis bowl?
I don't know, but she was at the Super Bowl. Somebody mentioned that she and Brock Purdy look alike, and it blew up. It's gone viral. She's got like 25 million followers on Instagram, and it's just nuts. And she got tickets to the game and was there, and it's crazy how fast something can go nuts.
I saw a meme where they showed Brock Purdy next to Lee Harvey Oswald, and that was
I could see that.
striking
Oh,
resemblance. I was like, damn.
Oh, the internet. You gotta love the internet.
Also,
you
too,
do.
yeah, I saw Paige that the day after that tournament, she went to the Waste Management because she took pictures with.
Oh yeah,
PJ.
that's right. Yeah, he was there.
So, quick stop in Vegas and on to the tour stop.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
likely.
Back home.
More than likely.
Goodness. But Cyrus was telling me, I'll let him come on and tell his side of it if he wants. But he says it was not a very well put together event. But
interesting.
Hey, I want to give a little love to these guys right here, the Groove It Brush. They saw that we were going to be out at LIV, and apparently a bunch of the LIV guys are using the little mini. They also sent us a couple of the full ones. You know, this is not a paid advertisement, by the way. This is just showing some love for some supporters of the show. So they sent me one, a little one here. I got Joe one, and then Dan and Jeremy, you guys get the pink ones because you're better golfers than us.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You rock that on your bag. So
Yeah.
good brush though. Good brush. So and it's got this little magnet that's the clicking that's going on. It's got this nice strong magnet.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I got a
wow.
little shout out for Dad Grass. If you guys are dads out there and you need a little mini THC bump, there you go. Dad Grass.
Dad grass.
What?
What
Can you smoke
is
that? Do you smoke
No.
it? Is it a
Is
tea?
No,
What
no.
is it?
It's
No, they're gummies, but they're like
oh
they're
Oh,
2 milligrams each. So if you're a dad and
Oh.
you need a little calm
2.
situation,
You'd eat like 10 of those packs.
but for dads, you're not a dad.
you're not a
No,
dad.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, you do
That
got
you know
kids,
of.
but you don't see them anymore.
Too funny. So anybody got anything else on LIV that you wanted to? So here we'll kind of do a rundown. The things that I liked. It was very entertaining. It's an entertaining product. I think the golf kind of takes a second stage to the events going on, the loud music, the party atmosphere. But I'll say everybody was walking around with a smile on their face and they were having a good time. That I'm a fan of. There was a lot of people out there. I was surprised at how many people were out there. I did not think the crowd was going to be as big as it was, but really good crowd. So kudos to them for that. The loudness, because we said golf but louder, and yeah, it is louder. The party hole atmosphere, it's crazy. I mean, if you like that atmosphere, if you like really loud music and people, I didn't see a lot of drunk craziness. Did you guys see that at all? I mean, I think, what were how much were the beers? $12, $11?
Well,
At least
15 or something
15?
like
I think
Yeah.
the $15 beers may have helped with control the, population getting highly inebriated. But I didn't see a lot of rowdiness from people. There was, you're always going to have the mashed potato guys out there, but I didn't think it was hindering the golf at all. But if you like that atmosphere, go for it. I think they could expand the size of that venue big time. And because there was like nobody coming through, and Dan and I stood on the top back for, like I said, a good half hour, and nobody was leaving. So everybody was like, we're not moving. We're sitting here watching.
Yeah.
The golf course, I think, was a star. It was
Great.
Beautiful. It
Looked
looked
amazing.
fantastic. We don't get to see aerials of Las Vegas Country Club, unless you're looking at some old Brian Orr footage. So it was great to see it on TV looking as spectacular as it did. We're going to get Jeremy out there sooner than later.
Mhm.
We made a nice little connection, and that's going to take place real soon. So, Jeremy, looking forward to that.
yeah.
'Cause I know
definitely.
you were like, I cannot wait to play this golf course.
Those greens.
Yeah, that was
look
my favorite
flawless.
part.
Oh, they looked flawless. And I mean, they turned it into a par 70. They took 2 of the par 5s and made them par 4s. And it was a long 7,000, par 70 course. And the greens, I think, kind of were the only protection they had. The wind got nasty Saturday morning, but it calmed down.
It was cold too.
Yeah. But I posted a bunch of footage on TikTok, on our TikTok page. Hadn't done a lot on that. And I'm like, the engagement over there is always pretty good. So if you want to see some of the footage we have, I did a little bit on Instagram, but a lot of it on TikTok. So go check that out over there. I recorded on day one, Brooks Koepka took a drop, or he got relief from a muddy area. And I recorded the whole interaction with him and his caddy and the rules official. And there's some idiots out there, but everybody was pretty respectful about it. And it's gotten quite a few views for us. You know,
you want to talk about idiots now? You want to talk about idiots?
Oh yeah, let's talk about idiots.
Waste management, man. What a shit show this one was.
Oh, I thought you were talking about LIV still.
No.
All right, we'll get that. Well, there's a couple funny things that took place.
All right.
COVID golfers. Yeah. COVID golfers were very prevalent. They were everywhere. And you can tell the COVID golfers because they have a very limited knowledge base of what golf is. It's kind of only things that they see on Instagram and socials as far as knowledge of the game and playing it, or the people in it. Jeremy and I were standing there watching Tyrrell Hatton and Dustin Johnson hit. One guy said, "Oh, that's Shane Lowry," which I kind of looked at Jeremy and we were like, "Oh my God, you know, yeah, that's."
When did he sign to LIV? When did he go on LIV?
Yeah, that's Shane Lowry standing in a 2-foot hole, losing 150 pounds, and not Irish. So that was hilarious. And then his buddy, Dustin Johnson's in the fairway, and he hits his shot, and the guy goes, "I have no idea who that is. I don't recognize that swing at all." And somebody said, "That was DJ," and he goes, "That wasn't Dustin Johnson." It's like, okay, one of the most recognizable golf swings in golf, and you had no idea. So be prepared for that. There's a lot of
the
COVID
target
golf.
audience.
They're growing the game, bro. They're growing the game.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, let's get to some idiots in Arizona.
Yeah,
there were a lot.
Shit show.
Oh my goodness. I mean, but whose fault is this, right? If you basically show and promote and put everybody out there doing, I mean, there's a reason why Major League Baseball and the NFL do not show people running on the field.
Or the streaker during the Super Bowl. They didn't show that.
They
didn't
talked
about it, but they didn't show it.
Yeah, you're not going to get your airtime. This is our show. And the PGA has done a really shitty job, in my opinion, of protecting the golf and allowing people to show up at 5 a.m, get fucking hammered, wearing 6 layers of Depend so they can piss themselves so they don't lose their seats, just drinking nonstop. And
I think it's fine, right? All in good fun. People lining up at 5 a.m. and drinking all day. But I think for me, this year for Waste Management was seeing the abundance of players being frustrated. And I
Billy
think
Horschel went after somebody today.
Yeah.
Zach Johnson went after somebody today.
I think that's something that can push them away from even wanting to play the tournament.
Yep.
You know,
I'm not going back there.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to play that one because I'm going to get harassed and people are going to talk during my shots. And it's a tough one. I mean, you want people to have a good time. And I mean, for them to cut off liquor sales or alcohol sales is crazy.
That's a big deal.
For the amount of money that they can make in that situation, it's just ridiculous. You know,
Nice golf and Dad's gonna be out at Riv.
Lucky man.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell us what's going on.
And that's not gonna happen there.
Yeah.
No.
Oh God, no. God, no, that's not gonna happen there.
Mm-mm.
I think this year was like the kick in the bucket to where it's like players aren't gonna want to sign up for that. They're not gonna want to sign up for that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
But do you blame the PGA Tour? Do you or not, or the people who run the event? I mean,
It's tough.
At some point, they have to go. I mean, that's where the PGA's got to go. Okay, look, dude, we understand you guys are having fun, but let's dial it back. But I don't think you can now.
Yeah, and
this is
how
what
do
people
they
are
even do
expecting.
that? How do they even do that?
They
Because it's
and
the People's Open, supposedly, right? It's the one where you
all
want the
shots
crowds,
go.
and
It's
you know, it's tough.
You call me a prude, but the responsibility is on the freaking idiots that can't control themselves.
Totally.
I mean,
Yes.
the
yeah,
PGA
100%.
Tour for sure there's things they could do. I mean, limiting alcohol sales, cutting people off, only selling it in certain areas and keeping all that shit in 16 maybe. But if you're an adult, you act like an adult. Like there's a limit and you have to
Totally.
know where it is.
Do you guys
Absolutely.
know
Otherwise,
what
they
they're
kick you out.
charging? Do you know what they're
Yep.
charging there for beers? If anybody's listening,
I mean,
that
it's
went
got to
and they
be
know,
$16, $18, something like that.
you think
Yeah,
there?
it's got to be. It's got to
I
be.
don't know, man. That's a lot of liquor. That's
Yeah, and I saw a thing last year. They sold like over 4 million alcoholic beverages last year.
good grief.
Like at say $15 a pop. That's fucking
It's a lot of money.
60 million.
Yeah, 60 million.
Mm.
You know, it's crazy. I mean, have you ever been to a sporting event that charged less than $15 for an alcoholic beverage?
Yeah, $2
No,
Tuesdays
we're not
at
talking about 40
Cashman
years ago.
Field.
Yeah,
The Masters.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Masters. They have
Yeah.
cheap prices.
It's
Yeah.
the one tournament.
Yeah. But
But no, I agree with Jeremy though too, because it falls on the consumer. I mean,
Mhm.
you can go and have a good time. You don't need to smash down 25 fucking beers
No.
and act like a damn tool bag out there, because you ruin it for everybody.
Yep.
Like I saw that there was this guy, he probably weighed a good 300 pounds, and he's just sliding down this grass
Yeah.
hill and drunk as fuck. It's covered in beer, and everybody, he stands up and everybody's slapping his belly. It's like, dude,
And he
I
hates
mean,
his
I
life
get that.
today too.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, like,
dude.
I get that you guys are having fun, but ultimately, this is a golf tournament. It's not a fucking frat party. Not in Mexico. You're not on the beach. It's like, these, like Horschel said, it's their job. So these guys, at least the players, have to take it seriously. I mean, I know the fans are there to party, and that's what that tournament is. But yeah, I mean, it's going to get to the point where the pros are just going to be like, forget that event. It's a shit show. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I'm concerned with LIV wanting that at every event. It's not,
It's going to get old.
It happens one time on the PGA Tour at a place that it's been going on for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
That has been a rowdy crowd, a rowdy atmosphere.
But at LIV, I didn't witness
attend.
anybody super like drunk like that.
No, I didn't see either.
No.
But the Aberdeen one or whatever, the one in Australia.
The Australia one, that was similar.
They were going crazy, and I mean, I don't think that needs to be at every event.
Totally. Yeah.
I don't know, but that's I don't know if that's what they want or what, but
yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be
Alright.
interesting to see how waste management is next year, because I think this might have been the tipping point to where it might have to change a little bit, because
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever seen any videos of the pros complaining. Have you guys?
I mean, off and on, just like
I
one or
mean,
two,
I'm sure there's
but
been some things.
I'm sure, but
even
like,
Jordan Spieth dropping the F-bomb on TV about it. I mean, yelling at
just
someone
looked
because they
bad
yelled in
this
his
year.
backswing. It's like,
it looked bad this year.
yeah,
It looked out of
Yeah.
control.
Yeah, it looked a little out of control, and that could have been due to the delays from the weather, because people were there longer. So who knows? But it was interesting to see.
Let's see.
yeah. It'd be interesting to hear if anyone that listens was there and get their
Yeah,
experience.
if anybody we don't have a ton of people listening right now, but it's Sunday night. Sorry, but yeah,
Someone said,
I'm curious.
Golfing Dad said, "Oh shit, will waste management turn into the Shriners with less big names?"
I don't think so, because
I don't think so, but
it's part of this West Coast swing
elevated event.
Well, I mean, not making it one this year, I think. I don't know.
You know
We'll
what
have to
really
see.
sucks about that area? Because I was there in December. There's no good fucking Mexican food. And
There's no Roberto's?
you would think that there's good Mexican food because you're closer to Mexico. I'd rather be at my house. I got good Mexican food down the street. They didn't have shit. And if there was shit, it closed by 8 p.m. What the fuck? Sorry.
Come on, Arizona. Come on.
Just another one to add to the list. Why I don't like
You got to go
Arizona
further.
very
You got to
much.
go further south. That's the bougie part of Phoenix. You got to go further south. You got to
I'm
get
down
down.
for Sonoran dogs, but
So was
Phoenix is big.
Waste Management last year was an elevated event?
It was a
This year it
signature
wasn't.
event last year. Yeah.
Oh,
This
so
year
it
it was
wasn't
not.
this year.
No, it wasn't this year. Pebble
Oh, wow.
Pebble was this year's.
I don't think
where-
it should
Oh.
until they can get stuff figured out. I don't think it should be an elevated event.
Yeah,
I
I mean
don't-
that's
I really
that's
don't
the
think
power
so.
that the PGA Tour can say, hey, we're not bringing our top players back there until you can get this under control a little bit. But I think the PGA is kind of to blame a little bit as well because they broadcast the 16th hole. I mean, there is an ESPN live channel dedicated to the 16th hole.
I don't think it
No,
goes
just-
to PGA Tour. I think it goes to the meme accounts, and it goes to Desire Golf, and it goes to Scratch Golf because they
Promote
love
it.
to see that. I mean that's social
It's
media.
content.
They want the controversy.
It's
They want the
content.
content, and because someone saw last year, remember the dude that had 19th hole or whatever, and he
hmm
ran. I mean, there was another dude that was doing bunker angels, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
that guy see him land on his head when he flipped in there, DDT'd
yeah.
himself.
And
It's
and
hilarious.
some video that some dude saw this year, he's gonna try and top it next year. And these guys don't care if they go to jail because they're in and out or whatever the case may be. But
Yeah.
I mean, have a good time, do it responsibly. It's golf, enjoy yourself, but don't ruin it for everybody. That's the thing, and that's what golf is like. And then we go about this all the time. Don't ruin it for the people behind you because there's other people coming behind you that want to see the same thing that you did. Fix your ball marks, fix your divots, rake your bunkers. Fucking be courteous. Have a good time, but be courteous.
All right, let's change the topic here. Let's get some Tiger talk as we come to the hour mark here shortly. How do you think it's going to go for Tiger this week? I know it's hard to predict because nobody's seen him play since what? Winning?
Winning.
Is that what you said, Joe?
Yeah, winning.
Winning.
What are his odds?
Oh, I don't even know. It's probably not even out yet with
Probably not.
let's see if they have him up on PGA
I just want
Tour.
$100 on the
I
Super
don't
Bowl,
know.
so
Yeah,
all
it's-
I'm
100
gonna
on
say not
Tiger.
good.
you can pay your side fees now.
Yeah.
Thanks. What are you gonna say, Dan?
I told
think
you
his
I'm
odds
paying
are-
it-
his
I'm
odds
paying
are
the day
not good.
before.
Yeah, probably not.
He
Yeah,
never plays well there, and yeah, it's a tough walk, man. Riviera is not
It's
easy
not
to
flat.
walk, so
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see how that leg holds up.
The cybernetics, that knee is gonna be metal real soon. I'm telling you, you're gonna hear that when he's walking.
Yep.
Maybe the new clothing line has a engineered something for his knee to, make it less
What do you
painful
think
as
this
he walks.
212
Got
thing
copper
is?
in it.
What do you think this is? The 212. You guys seen the
I think
post,
it's
right?
his-
That's
I think it's his
February
new-
Oh, his
12th.
clothing line release.
yeah, his new
date.
clothing line launch.
That's
what
tomorrow.
I was thinking. And if it's called Sunday Red, I think they missed the opportunity doing it on a Sunday.
Like they
I
should have
mean,
done
more
it today.
people probably tune in on a Monday, right? But I mean, if it's called Sunday Red, why are you going to launch it on a Monday?
Because he's known for his Sunday red. That's
Right. But
that's
why
a
would you
no-brainer.
launch it on a Monday?
Because
if
it's
you're
Tiger
known for
Woods.
your
It doesn't
Sunday
matter.
red?
He could launch it on a
Yeah.
Thursday at 3 a.m, and everyone's gonna pay attention.
I know, but create a story. Like let's connect some things together. Is what I'm saying. Like Super Bowl Sunday. What bigger Sunday is there besides Masters Sunday? Maybe. Come on, Tiger.
I'm not gonna fault him for that.
That's
a
his
reach.
PR team.
He doesn't need to.
Yeah, that's his
He-
PR
I
team.
think
get
his
it.
I think his PR team is got it under control. I think they're
Yeah,
gonna be able to.
I think
Maybe
it would've been- I
maybe
think
he's
it would've
just
been
gonna have too much going on with this play because doesn't he host this event too? This one that's
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So maybe it was just like, let's just
And-
put it up Monday. That way I can just worry about the tournament.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
so
he
might
gave
as well do it on
himself a
Sunday so you
sponsor's
can worry about the
exemption.
tournament.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Joe. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Or he comes out, plays his ass off, wears the new Sunday red on Sunday. Well, it's a no-cut event, so he's going to be wearing it.
Yeah, he will be.
As long as he can make it through the first 3 days, he'll be wearing Sunday red
He's gonna have Andy Reid
on
show up
Sunday.
and be like, "This was our inspiration." Super
What
Bowl
if it's
championship.
red from
Super
what if
Bowl
it's
champion.
red from
Holding
head
his
to
head.
toe?
Yeah,
Just holding
You'd be like,
Andy's
"Look at it."
head by his
You're gonna put his
hair.
face, his mustache.
What if Tiger just wears red? Like from
That's
here
what
on
I'm saying.
out, like he's
Head-
just wearing red.
Head to toe though. I want to see the
Solid red.
hat,
What if
Red
he
pants.
just wears
red pants,
Reid's
He's gonna
red
look
mustache?
shoes.
Like Flava,
Red
he's gonna look
socks.
Like Flava Flav.
Yeah,
He is for real.
red glove. And he could play a red Callaway ball or the red super soft. Brings back the Nike Vapor that's red. Just everything.
Have we
Red
seen
vessel.
anything what time this is happening? I mean, we've only seen a date. So, like, what's happening? When is it happening? It's
I
only a
would say
date, right,
stay
currently?
tuned to your socials.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but is there a press conference?
I haven't seen a time.
Or what's going on? I don't know.
I haven't seen anything announced
Is
other
it
than what
Eastern
he's been
time?
posting, and I'm sure its Golf Channel is going to be all over it with his press conference. That's probably going to happen tomorrow. And see, if we were bigger, we can get press tickets to Riviera and go check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I also want to say that about LIV. The press passes, the media passes, they did a really good job.
Yeah.
They were friendly. They were nice.
Mhm.
I sent a couple emails. They responded, answered all the questions.
Got
They
a
gave
nice
us some tickets
backpack.
to give away to the VGN guys. An amazing bag. Dan was actually trying to buy it while we were standing there. He liked it so much.
I didn't get a backpack, but I got a igloo bag. I think they
That's
were
not
out
as
of the
fancy,
backpacks.
but
Not as fancy.
yeah. But the backpack was really nice. The media center, there you go. The media center was really well done. Plenty of tables for people to work at. They had a nice little food selection for breakfast
Good
and lunch.
sandwiches.
Yeah, and you
I
weren't.
wouldn't know.
I did meet Shane Victorino.
I didn't even go into it yesterday because Dan
Oh,
was
yeah.
with me. I'm like, I'm not gonna leave you out here. Sorry.
I did grab. I
Um,
snagged a breakfast sandwich from the media hub, and I held on to it for maybe 20 minutes. And I was walking, and Shane Victorino said,
Isando?
"Yeah, a little Isando." I was walking down the course. Shane Victorino said, "Time for breakfast." As I popped it out, like literally before I took my bite, and yeah, so I did text him. So hopefully we can get Shane Victorino on one of these days. So that'd be cool. He's a local
Dude,
guy.
the
plays
funniest
golf,
part
loves
about
it.
that was him assuming that you had his phone number already.
Yeah, he did ask me, "Hey, do you have my phone number?" Of course I don't. I'm not a World Series champion,
Yeah.
but I aspire to be one.
Yeah.
Too funny. Too funny. Oh, hey, Stems just showed up. Hey, if you can, go on YouTube. Go on YouTube. We're not gonna be around much longer, but come over to YouTube if you want and interact with us there. It's a little bit better. Trying to get more people on the YouTube channel. So come to YouTube. Come to YouTube. It's where all the kids are. Yeah, so I was really happy with the media passes. They did a really good job. The badges were cool, and I think what they're doing that with that how they were doing it was much better than what the PGA Tour does. PGA Tour passes are kind of bunk, and I kind of feel like I'm wasting their time. Where I think LIV was like, hey, more media the better. Let's go. We need the more coverage we can get.
Yeah.
So it's a no-cut event. Tiger, I don't know. It's so hard to tell what he's gonna do. It's so hard to tell.
It's just always it's always awesome to see him play, because I don't know how many more we got out of him. So
Mm-hmm.
There
Yeah.
we go. There's Stems. Thanks for listening.
we got Tiger playing golf. I'm happy.
Yes. It's gonna be good TV as always. Riviera always looks great on TV. I can hear Zoysia a lot, right? Is that for
Yep.
the? Or no,
Zoysia.
what's the Kukua? Kukua.
Kikuya.
Kikuya. Kikuya.
Kikuya, Poanya.
That's the word of the week. Kikuya. Drink every time you see Kikuya, and you'll be hammered by the third hole.
Yeah.
Because they love saying Kikuya. They don't say it a lot at Torrey. It's funny. Because the rough at the South Course is Kikuya rough, and they never say it. But god damn it, do they say it a lot at Riviera? So anybody got anything else on this Sunday emergency broadcast?
Yeah, I don't think so, man. I mean,
all right. So coming up in the next couple weeks, I'm going to find a time to get the CEO of Adele on. We're going to have them on. That's going to be a great conversation. Gigi Saul, who is a local golfer that just got her LPGA card, reached out to her. She says she's going to come on the show, so we'll talk a little LPGA golf with her. And she was out at Black Desert recently and played win with Stephen Malbon the other day. So, and she smashes the ball too. So that'll be a fun conversation. Joe, you got anybody lined up? I know everybody's been working hard at getting people. I love it. It's so good. And I'm grateful you guys are doing that. You chat with anybody up lately, Joe?
Nobody currently. No, but I mean, we'll have some at some point, I'm sure, but
we're gonna have to get Stems on.
Yeah, Stems should come on.
Absolutely. That'll be would be a fun one. So how was Prim, boys? You guys, Jeremy and Dan played Prim today with Trey and Juju.
I'm fiending.
Yeah, I didn't play either.
It was good. Greens were, it's almost like they went backwards a little bit. They were in good condition. They're just bumpy. It seemed like they were smoother, and I am going to attribute that to a lot of rain because driving out there was lakes on both sides of the 15. So they just got a crazy amount of rain, and the course was soft, but it's getting better every time.
Is there anybody up for a mesquite trip next Sunday? Quick mesquite trip. Anybody? Nobody.
Quick mesquite trip. I thought we were doing national
next
weekend. Well, I think we changed it because unless somebody booked national day, because I was talking to
I looked at
Go.
I looked at team times this morning for national, and the earliest one's already like 1:15 for Sunday.
Ooh, ouch!
Okay,
so I was like, "Holy shit!"
Me and Trey won a free round at I think it's Oasis that's over there. But I was talking to someone at work today, and they were asking me about mesquite courses because they only played Wolf Creek, and I was like, "You got to go play other places because Wolf Creek is not the one you should just hype everything out about." So, but it reminded me that me and Trey won a free round out at can't remember in Mesquite, and we have to use it by February 28th. So. Or 29th, since we have the VGN tournament on the 23rd, I don't think we have time. So maybe on Sunday, next Sunday, we can use it if anybody's interested in rolling. Me and Trey and two of you guys.
I'm interested, but I got the Tool concert that night, so if we can be back by then, I might be down.
Just get a helicopter. It'll be fun.
I might have to just drive my own truck.
But yeah, so that's what I think we're gonna have to do that because that's free money. So,
for you,
I did want to go play national, of course, but with the times not being there.
What course?
I can pull it out real quick.
Yeah, because I mean,
like Casablanca or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's other.
It is for
Oasis.
Oasis, the Palmer or the Canyons. I've never played either. So,
see, I've played
Canyons. They're fun. They're good.
Yeah, Canyons is
better. Free.
It's funner.
It's free for me and
for
Trey.
You.
So we can get a twosome. I mean, it's fine. And Trey hasn't fully agreed to it anyway. So, but I'm just like,
Joe,
I think we have one more week to use it if we're going to play in the VDN tournament. So, or we can cancel the VDN tournament.
Huh? What'd you say?
If you get a time,
no.
Postpone it.
Hey, Joe's got a free round at Oasis. Sorry, the 72 of you who have paid for national. We're gonna push it back.
Yeah, especially February 29th.
I had somebody at a national yesterday, and they told me it was in really good shape. So,
Awesome.
yeah, looking forward to
yeah.
that. What were you gonna say, Dan?
I was gonna tell Joe if you guys do book a tee time, if it's like before 9 a.m., I'm in, or 9 a.m. or sooner, whatever. I'm in.
Yeah. We'll look into it. It's got to be used. It's free golf. So,
How would you like to be southbound on the 15 right now?
I wouldn't.
Yeah. No, thanks. So yeah, every year my mom does. My birthday we always used to do my birthday party on the Super Bowl because my birthday is January 25th. And with the extra week that they've put into the NFL season, it's been pushed back, and now it kind of falls on my mom's birthday and Katie's birthday. So we were going to go up there, but I was like, because she lives up towards Summerlin, I was like, that might be a shit show coming home after, and I don't want to deal with that.
It's not probably a good idea.
Yeah,
Probably a good idea.
it's a madhouse out there. Kanye's performing across Wynn. You see that? It's unfortunate that he's an asshole, because he would do a killer ass halftime show, but he's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of stadium bangers.
Yeah, that would they would have their finger on the mute button.
No, they wouldn't even let him in the building. Surprised he was allowed in the building for this one because he was there.
Okay, here I got one last thing to show you guys. Share screen and window, and let's see if it's. Oh, there it is, right there. Ooh, can you see that? Am I doing it? Are you not seeing it?
Jail Boyd.
Yep, we see it.
Yeah.
Get your little jail Boyd with a condom still on it.
Can't wait for that.
How long is that going to stay in the bag?
I don't know.
2
No,
days.
I'm
2
not.
weeks tops.
I'm not upset with the long neck. I'm very happy with the long neck. I've been rolling it great lately. Been putting it very well. Very happy with it. But it's
new toys.
It's in my nature. It's in
new
my
toys
nature.
Are fun.
When things happen, and you got to roll with it. So
you have a reputation to uphold.
I would be doing a disservice to my followers to not continue tinkering. I have a reputation, like you said. Yeah, I have a reputation. Yep. And I have heard some really fantastic things about the new AI. So we'll see how that goes. So that's the news for next weekend. So I definitely want to play next week. I don't know if I want to go play Oasis when there's Conestoga and Falcon Ridge and other places in Mesquite that I want to play, but I don't know. We'll see.
All right. I'll send the text to Dan and Jeremy.
But hey, golf is golf. So, well, I'll tell Joe. I'll go, but you got to drive. I got it. You got to drive. I'm not driving. So,
well, I'm down at jumping a Telluride. The Kia Telluride is pretty baller. I like riding in the Telluride. So
yeah, it is. It is a very nice car.
It's a nice vehicle. I enjoy it.
Definitely a golf kind of car.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up. It's getting late on a Sunday evening, and people got work tomorrow. So Joe, do your thing.
Yeah, one last shout out, the homie Mass Appeal Golf. For those that are on Whatnot, go follow his channel. I've recently been introduced to Whatnot, which is very dangerous if you like to gamble on your life. But there's a lot of good deals. What? He's letting a lot of shit go for steals. I suggest you don't get involved, but if you like getting deals, go jump on there. I think Matt could do a great job on there with all the shit he has that he should probably get rid of to sell. But go follow Mass Appeal Golf, homie in Indiana. He has a Whatnot channel. He's live once a week.
This is coming soon too.
What? You got Whatnot?
Socks and roses.
Socks and roses. Yep. Let's go get the t-shirts printed. You just get socks, golf socks. Anyway,
Socks and roses.
Thanks for tuning in this week. Hope you had a fantastic Super Bowl. and enjoyed your time getting faded at the Waste Management Open, and enjoyed the Las Vegas Country Club with LIV. It was fantastic. It was well done. Just need to get the TV product a little bit better. We'll see you next week. Riv's coming up, so we're going to see Tiger soon, which is always a blessing. We don't know how many more we have of him. Cinco's barking. We're tired. It's late. Until then, we'll see you later. Later.